Hey, welcome to this Command Modern Air Naval Operations gameplay video. If you love modern battle simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Command Modern Air Naval Operations. We're in the midst of our aircraft tutorials. We've done, let's see, I think I've had 2 videos so far, which got 2 of the tutorials, which were kind of basic. Then the last one should have been 2 of the anti-air warfare scenarios. Today we're going to do 1 or 2 more of those anti-aircraft warfare scenarios, assuming it just depends on how long they take. Yep, we did 1 and 2 for these 2 basic flights. We did the next one for AAW 1 and 2. So we're going to jump into AAW 3 Challenged Intercept. We're going to shoot down an enemy aircraft armed with short-range rear aspect missiles, and we're going to try shooting down an enemy airplane with medium range missiles. Well, this may take a little while. I don't know. Let's load it up. And while it's loading, hey, if you haven't subscribed, why not? Hit that bell notification after you subscribe so you'll know when I post another video. Like and share. Hey, share this with your friends if you like this. If you know somebody who might, let them know what I'm doing. And most importantly, though, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Okay. We already know what it's going to do. Let's enter the scenario. I wonder if we're impersonating that guy again. Yeah, man, let's see. We've got unguided weapons, accuracy, suffer from various factors, and infinite musicians. Well, that's fine. Okay, we're impersonating again. And right here, look at that. You've got a picture of the airbase. We'll learn how to engage armed enemy airplanes. We have 6 F-16Is, I guess those are. The Sufas, 2 F-15As in the 1995 version, 2 F-15As in the 1985 version, 2 Gulfstream G550 AEWs, 2 707 Saknai tankers, and 2 Hermes 900 Star UAV. So we have, well, I think I hit a right click. Here we go. We have weapons. We have AIM-120s, Python 5s, Sparrow 3s, AIM-9L, Python 3s, and AIM-9Js. Now, if you're not familiar with those weapons, you can pause and read that here. If you're not familiar with those weapons and you're in the middle of this game, you have a long ways to go. That's all I can say. So let's go ahead and get started and wait for the next pop-up. What's that? I don't know, but there's something out there. We have good intelligence that a few Syrian airplanes are coming this way to escort a Tu-22MR Backfire C on a recon mission. Well, the fighters should be a couple of old MiG-21 fish beds and a MiG-23 flogger. The fish beds should be armed only with short-range rear aspect AA-2 ATOLs and AA-8 aphids, so you should be able to destroy them easily. On the other hand, we think the flogger may be armed with AA-7 Apex A, which has a missile of 2 to 16 nautical miles, so you should be careful when engaging it. Start by switching on a radar and launching a G550 AEW Knots horn. Okay, so it wants us to switch on a radar, which we can go here and air search long range. So let's go ahead. We're going to do it there. Apparently not. There. Well, that radar is now operational. We're going to do what we've done before because I think it's good practice. And we're going to define an area somewhere out near the coast. And having done that, we're going to add a new mission. We're going to call it Airborne Early Warning. Support sounds right. And right, that looks really good. We'll validate the area for whatever that's worth. And we're going to assign these guys to it. Single aircraft is what I want. Ready those aircraft. I think they're already ready. That's fine. And then order some fighters to take off. All right, when we get here, go to the aircraft. And what do you say? Well, we can send the F-16s and it'll just be smack, smack, smack from way out past Fort Mudge. They'll never know what hit them. Or we can launch these two F-15s with Sparrows and AIM-9Ls. The only difference between that loadout and the loadout with the AIM-9Js is that the 9Ls are all aspect. So what do you say we go ahead and launch those F-15s? Taxiing to takeoff, outstanding. Starting to learn this game. It's getting scary. And off we go. Is that radar on? I don't remember. Oh, we got to get rid of that. And now it ought to be on. We could even, while we're waiting for this other stuff, we could even light up another one. Oh, you just detected some airplanes. That's normal. There's a lot of civilian traffic in this world, so we need to be careful to identify those airplanes. Oh, that's exciting. Are our fighters getting in the air? They're taking off. Maybe we should launch another couple of fighters. We've got multiple targets to investigate. So I'm hitting control to select both of them. Let's launch those guys too. That way we've got the ability to go and investigate. All right. And I get down here where we can select these guys. Nope, nope, nope. I want to unselect all that mess. Right? Right. And that should be our 2 with 9 Limas. Now let's take a look at the unit doctrine. Air operations tempo, quick turnaround. There's got to be a, right now, MCON radar is passive. Weapons release authorization. I'm trying to make sure we don't fire on somebody we haven't seen. Well, you know what, though? They're unidentified, so it ought to be just fine. Let's go ahead and give them F3. Oops. Heading in that direction to investigate that guy. And off they go. Right now, their radars are not on. All right, we've got the other guy. We got another bogey. Yeah, there's one back here. Let's get down in here. Find. That's the Noshorn. And we probably ought to go ahead and light up his radars. Get rid of the MCON. Fire off all his good stuff. And all right, we've got all kinds of guys up in the air. All right, pause. Now I screwed up and got rid of that message. And we got more airplanes in the air than we need because I didn't realize that this was going to be the... But let's go ahead and bring that back on here. We found a Syrian military planes. If you already have a few fighters in there, vector them to engage enemy planes, otherwise launch them. You can engage the fish beds with short-range missiles like the Python 3 or Sidewinder, but you should use a Sparrow or an AMRAAM against the Flogger. The A7s are semi-automatic radar homing. So even if you shoot a Python 5, the Flogger, he will try to evade your missile. The A7 missiles will lose guidance and self-destruct. Right. So since it's semi-active, I didn't say automatic deny me, semi-active radar homing. If he turns away, he doesn't have his radar pointed at you, his weapon will lose track. We can change the Flogger with short-range missiles is dangerous. If you want to do that, switch off the radars of your fighters so the enemy will have problems tracking them. Fine. Okay. So right now what we are seeing are MiG-21s. We don't know where the other bogies are. Let's select the airbase again. And I've selected the bird. I get to zoom in. Select the airbase again. Check aircraft. Looks like all the F-6. Looks like all the... Nope, these guys are taxiing to take off. They haven't gotten there yet. 16 seconds away. All right, well, we take these guys who are perfectly happy right now. We send them. Let's go away from all this over here. There. There. And let's wait for the other birds to get in the air. What altitude are these guys at? 36,000 feet. And these guys are... Go ahead and take them up to high altitude. And they're on cruise, which is cool. Ooh, I only sent one of the aircraft that way. Yeah, that's not good. I managed to grab the wrong guy. All right, we've got the other birds in the air. We got more contacts. Aha. What do we have here? MiG-21, MiG-21. Really? That's interesting. MiG-21's in separate. Okay. Let's select BAS 3 and 4. Send them over here. Backing up our play. And these guys are coming in pretty quick. I think we're going to reevaluate this. Send those guys this way. All right, that should be our airborne early warning guy. We still don't know what that is. Go over there and start looking around at that guy. And this will bring these guys back together. That's a good thing. More bogeys. There's all kinds of civilian traffic here. And BAS 3 and BAS. Well, once again, I've managed to separate those aircraft. Still don't see the MiG-23s. Well, we may see them, we just don't have them identified. F3. Whoa, looks like we have got AIM 7s. Let's see if we can take down that MiG-21. All right. These guys are still coming. F3, F3. This guy is still trying to get a look at this. He's pretty much silly, but I am curious what he can see. And I'll point them in the right direction. Yep, Susie got him pointed that way. Sure is shooting. I managed to stop it. He puts the sparrows on target. And I think what we will do now is one of my classic stop the game. I'm excited. I want to see what's going on. And hit the screenshot. All right, here we go. All right. We still haven't found the MiG-23s or the... Oh, there we go. There's a MiG-23. These guys got weapons. What have they got left? Looks like they're all out of sparrows. They've got sidewinders and pythons. Well, that's exciting. These guys, on the other hand, should still have sparrows. Right. So what do you say we send these guys? Whoa, look at this. There's a Tu-22. I'll send this guy over here. I hope we don't get shot down. And this guy going that way. This guy actually can probably take this guy once he gets the MiG-23, assuming he does. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And he's in range. He had sparrows left. Awesome. F2. Go faster. He's turning away. Splash. And this last sparrow, we're lucky, ought to get the Tu-22. And once again, I'm playing with the screenshots. Miss. Probably should have changed the salvo to more than one for him. And all right, now just out of curiosity, we can see decoy chaff failed, chaff failed, chaff failed. But that sparrow had all these things happening, high deflection impact, final agility amount of final probability to hit 53%, and he missed. So then we had chaff, jamming failure, probability to hit 68%, result 24, hit. So that's how it's well done, outstanding. Well, let's see, we used 8 Sparrows. We killed 2 MiG-21s, 1 MiG-23, and 1 Tu-22MR. They used a bunch of chaff, which was just fine. They would have gone down no matter what. And we accomplished the mission. Well, that's outstanding. That's just too cool to be true. Okay, what do you say we jump into the next one? I think this time I will do something a little different and actually put a cut in it, and then we'll bring her right back ready to play the next mission. Okay, let's get into that next mission. Tutorial, flight tutorial, and modern airplanes intercept. Load her up. Enter the scenario. We're impersonating that guy again. All right, so we've got F-16Is, F-15Is, F-15As, and Nod's horns, tankers, and UAVs. They've got the same weapons they had last time, plus they've got defensive ECM pods. Excellent. Let's start. Okay, we expect the series to use MiG-23 MLs with AA-7s and AA-8s, MiG-25Ps with AA-6s, A and B, so our semi-active radar homing or our rear aspect mid-course guidance plus passive infrared terminal guidance. That's some old stuff there. MiG-29 M2s with AA-11 Archers, AA-10 Alamos, and AA-12 Adders. Those are dangerous birds with a bunch of dangerous weapons. These medium and long-range missiles are a serious threat, particularly the AA-12s. It can be used in fire and forget. We have longer range missiles, so if we good situational awareness, we should be able to destroy them. So let's get some radars on. Let's get some G550s in the air, one of them, and when facing floggers and foxbat, you can turn off automatic evasion. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I want to take a look at something here. Select that. Aircraft, let's take a look at what we got going. Got one guy ready. 3 of these guys are ready. Okay. And those guys are ready. And that's not what I wanted to do. Looks like everybody's ready to go. Let's turn on some radars. Sensors, turn off MCON, turn on the radars, rock and roll. Let's get out of control. Let's do 2 of them. Okay. Now let's get our airborne early warning up. And I'm going to step them back a little ways because dangerous. Now, I don't know if that's far enough, but there you go. And we're going to add a new mission. We're going to call the mission AEW. It's going to be a support mission. And it's active. Okay. We want the 2 Gulf Streams in there. We want to validate the area for whatever that's worth. We want enforce flight. Yep. Single aircraft and enforce. Right. So, ready selected aircraft. Okay, they're ready. And transit throttle to military, and then station throttle to loiter to get them up in the air. And I think we're happy. Now, how to get the fighters. We can either just start launching them, then manage them, or we can set up another patrol area. So I'm going to define an area, and I'm going to define it rather generously. Okay, that's cool. We're going to add a new mission. We're going to call it Intercept 1, but it's going to be an air patrol. Okay. So we got these F-15Is, and we want to put them. Let's take the 3 that can go flying, and Oh, typical for fighters, cell, typical for bombers, 2 sections, 6 sections. Let's just go ahead and send 2. Investigate contacts outside of the patrol area. Not now. Let's move them over there. Right. Okay, I see what it doesn't like that. So let's take this out of here, out of the mission. Let's take 2 of them into the mission. That looks good. Validate that area again just for fun. Ready, selected aircraft. Well, we haven't selected any. Ready. Looks good. And we want them to transit. Well, we'll let them transit at cruise. It's a short stay. Just not going to play with that. What do you say we create a new mission? We call it Intercept 2. Make it a patrol mission. It's AAW patrol active. And we grab the 2 F-15As, toss them in there. Ready them. Right. Okay. And we create a 3rd mission. Intercept 3. Patrol. Okay. And we send, well, we're not going to send all of them. Unselect that. We send 2 of them. We ready them. Right. Looks good. And let's see if we can get some birds in the air. Let's kick that out and zoom out a little bit and go. All right, we got bogeys all over the place. Now, you know what we didn't do, now that I think about it? Mission editor. We got these guys investigating guys all over the place outside of their areas, and I don't want that to happen. That should fix that. Let's cut that back to 5 seconds. And we should have this guy, sensors, get his radars on, get his offensive VCM on, get rid of that. All right, now I've detected some enemy aeroplanes. You may notice they're flying in couples. Really? Oh, there they are back there. MiG-23 MLs. Okay. This is standard formation for fighters first developed in the 1930s with patrols composed of a leader and a wingman. Right? Da-da-da-da-da-da. One common tactic, just one fighter to draw attention to the airplane and hit it from behind with the second one. Try to engage them on a 2-by-2 basis. Well, okay, we can grab one of our Sufa 1, it's F-16s. And Ram 3. All right, who do we have here? Get down, get down, get down. Ram 3 and Ram 4. AIM 120s. Those are the Sparrow Arm guys. All right, I think we're going to take the Sparrow Arm guys and give them. Can they go attack these guys? Shift F1. They're out of range. We can turn on their sensors. They're already on. Let's turn on their offensive. Yes, ECM. And let's just give them F3 and head them that way. And that should leave everybody else alone. Right. And we can jump in and say we want them to kick it in, come up to military. And these guys are patrolling. Now, we don't have these guys' sensors. Their radars are on. I want their offensive ECMs on also. And same thing there. I don't know why their radars are less important for MCON than, but we got it. All right, these guys are boogieing. These guys are cruising. This guy is moving out to his area of patrol. And we should have some kind of interesting stuff happening here soon. Okay, they're at 36,000 feet. That's looking good. And they're off to the races. Wow, we've launched a boatload of Sparrows to get those MiG-23s. They're turning away. It won't matter. Oh, look, more guys. 25s. All right, let's pause this thing. Ooh, these guys have already engaged, which is not what I wanted. All right, Ram 3 and 4, I want you to go that away. And that ought to take that MiG-23 just. All right. These guys ought to return to their patrol if I make them. Whoops. These guys, F2. Let's go. Get on it. Right, everybody else is turning away. We'll let those F-15s go after the MiG-25s. They're out there just milling about smartly. And we have the weapon launch. That's going to be ugly. And get back over here for a second. Pause. Because I am still screen shooting. Okay, how did that work out? It's paused. Let's pause. Let's take a quick look. He only had a 60% chance to hit given the range and, yeah, adjusted for distance, 63%. Adjusted for all these other things. Oh, proficiency cadet. That's got to be bad. But we still got him both times, which is outstanding. And I managed to screw that up. So Control Shift M, and let's get that off the screen and get these guys back on patrol. F2, cruise. Because after all, we only have so much in the way of fuel. Well, we're figuring it out. Uh-oh. MiG-29. Pause. We are going to Shift F1 against that MiG-29. Bearing only launch. Right, so let's go ahead and turn them around and point them that way. This is going to be exciting. Let's get these guys pointed that way. All right, Shift F1. Target is out of weapon range. Okay, well, it's out of weapons range. We're going to leave it alone. We're not going to get too fancy with this. But they see each other. And these guys go to military power. Oh, there's more than one. There we go. There's leather MiG-29s. F3. F2. Hit it. F3. Well. F3, not F2. There we go. Now F3. Go. We got weapons in the air. I want those guys to pick it up. More weapons in the air. Ooh, they're everywhere out here. There's the Tu-22. Missed. Let's take a look at what happened there. Defensive jams failed. So the jamming failed, but the probability of hit was down to a 48, and a 54 resulted in a miss. Okay. Somebody else has launched it. I don't know who. Am I doing the right thing here as I try to get set up for a right proper screenshot? Okay. Thump got one. Thump got the other. And I'll bet you that guy's going for the Tu-22. And fixing to find out, aren't we? Oh, he doesn't like that. He's turning away. Splash. Snare is concluded. So we killed 2 MiG-23s, 2 MiG-25s, 2 MiG-29s, and 1 Tu-22. And we expended 4 Sparrows and 10 AIM-120s. Well, okay, that's pretty fascinating. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I've enjoyed doing it. Pretty soon we ought to be into some real-life battle simulations. But I think we do have a few more. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, we've got 2 more AEW missions to play through, I do believe. In any case, there you go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.